Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 10 of Thought Garden. And just a little announcement, I actually finally have my own copy of this book. It's a long story. But I wanted to let you know if you're thinking of getting any more copies as gifts for people, I have fixed the back. So it's a lot easier to read. This doesn't show you that, but I can attest. It's a lot easier to read if you got some of those first copies. I made the back white so you can still see through, but it's just easier to read. And I fixed a couple of the scripture errors in the beginning. So I just wanted to let you know that those changes have been made. And I appreciate you coming with me on this journey. So when I read day 10, I was like, whoa, I didn't remember being so open about some of these things. But it's called family. And when we think of family, just coming out of a holiday weekend when I have shot this, we have a lot of warm, lovey feelings, and then we also, can have challenging feelings. I point out in here Mike Murdoch, who I've had the privilege of hearing speak many times. He basically says you kind of have to survive your family, and he doesn't. You could see that as funny, but you can also see the fact that God's, desires to grow us up. And so our families of origin teach us so many awesome lessons that help to strengthen us for our journey ahead. And so I talk about that with my natural family and allude to it as well with my church family that I grew up with in my Christian faith for about 25 years, really long time. And just a wonderful experience. And what it reminded me of in reading this today, I actually met someone who became an Orthodox Jew, I believe. And as she began attending this synagogue, when they accepted her, they let her know that one of their practices was to go through a 6-month period of shunning her. And I thought, my gosh, that's really tough, right? But as with a lot of Jewish practices, when you see them from a biblical perspective, there's a lot of wisdom there. Not necessarily recommending it or saying I myself can do it, but I am saying that, when you read day 10 and you get the sense of some of the things that I've gone through, when you intentionally put someone through a shunning process and you let them know, hi, Nicole, and you let them know in the beginning, hey, listen, this is just our practice. We're going to shun you, but but know that you're loved going in. And the times that I've felt shunned, and listen, I'm not saying anyone tried to shun me, but there are times you can feel that way, whether anyone wants you to feel that way or not. I believe that it was God that wanted me to go through that. And there's a strengthening that happens when you learn how to have your own back, when you learn how to have your own relationship with God. And, you don't, it's great to have other people pray for you, but you don't have to feel needy about that. You can just let it flow into your life at the right times. You don't have to feel like you can't get anything done if you don't have other people, or you don't have to make people do things. You can just receive from God. You can just receive everything from God, and He'll bring the people in and out of your lives at the right time. And so, I can see to where there would be some wisdom. There's wisdom in a process of being shunned. There's wisdom in learning how to deal with feelings of loneliness and just pushing back against those feelings of being a victimhood that we can sometimes have. So our families, right? That's what makes us strong. And it can make us strong in ways that we really are excited about. And it can make us strong in ways that feel really hard and challenging and maybe we don't like. But I pray that this gives you a greater appreciation, maybe for the people or the circumstances and situations in your family that don't feel so comforted. Because when you are able to really bond with God, it affects each and every relationship that you have outside of that. And so I just encourage you to bond with the Lord. Take any opportunities, relationships like that, to increase and strengthen your bond with God, and it will impact your ability to love others well. And I look forward to seeing you on day 11. Share with me your thoughts from the Thought Garden.